republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Yeah, I called to do the interview and I told them about
Yeah.
I did have it, you know, I went on my first, now my access on. I need my friend to get through COVID.
Do you have a gas bill too?
No, okay.
Okay. So all your energy assistance money is going to go.
These are the minutes of the meeting January 6th, 2026.
No, that's making sure you got
Each guy for time or meeting is go. Thank you.
Oh, it's the floor messes up. I got it.
I make a motion, we accept the minutes.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Should have copies of the financial reports, Jack or Chairman. Now to Clark's Law Office, that's legal services.
Mhm.
And is that a one-time yearly or?
I think if
He's under
we do it
contract.
yearly.
Okay.
He's under contract with us.
Yeah.
And then the one under welfare administration, under operating supplies is the net results accounting program for $2,649 was that. That's what that was for.
Is that Charlie Rogers, what we buy wood off him?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what that is?
Yeah. I know we just did that 2 weeks ago.
cut wood and everything, I figured that was probably what it was.
Make a motion, we accept the financial report
Second.
down in, or for January.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Next on the agenda, I have a contract from Elite Property Services. Not changing anything, same prices. I did talk to, oh, isn't that terrible? Bob Woolley, who lives across the street. A couple of, the other guy, Hudson. They were very pleased with the work he did last year. So
Bob Woolley didn't want it or anything.
we just presented that as what we have done in the past. There was no changes on the prices. Bob didn't. I talked to Bob himself. He was very pleased with the guy's work.
Make a motion to accept the
A second.
cemetery, the same amount as what it was last time.
I second.
All in favor? Aye.
Have your signatures over there.
We have to sign that note.
Yes. You should have, make sure you know. Yeah, you should have the, Chairman, you should have the annual financial report. As you can tell, it says not submitted yet because it has to have your approval. And today I'll go to the auditor's office and give them the required paperwork. They'll stamp us so that it's done. But this is something we have to do every year, it's the annual financial report.
Township pay county taxes. I didn't think they did.
What's that?
If, I didn't know if the township had to pay any kind of taxes.
I don't think so.
Those will be taken this afternoon to the office. We'll be taken to the auditor's office and be stamped. And then you have to sign it. Yeah, you have to sign it. Oh, we did that. What's here? Sarah, do they have to vote on the annual report, correct?
On the what, I'm
On
sorry.
the annual report, the board has to vote on that?
Yes, they have to
Yeah.
sign
And
the, whether
then-
they
and then this will
approve or
be-
deny,
yep.
yes.
Okay.
Which option one is the approval.
Yep.
The annual report just lays out what we
Mhm.
spent in the last fiscal year.
This will be sent to the auditor's office, and then this will be published in the paper, what we spent last year. So then that's where we have to sign it. You guys would have to sign option 1, means you approved it. And then, like I said, it'll go to the auditor, they'll date it, and then this will be published in the newspaper.
I make a motion, we accept the annual financial report
Second.
last year.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
You just need to sign the one box.
Yep, just the one box. Yep, option 1, yep. The next ones are, or the next thing on the agenda is the nepotism policy. Since we have a new trustee and a new board member, we have to do these again. So you have the nepotism, and then you have, that's considered contracting, employment. Which I think Mike and Grizz have been through this the whole. So contracting and employment, just basically going through the nepotism policy since we have 2 new members. So here's the 2 new ones, but we'll have them sign the approved nepotism and the nepotism policy. Yeah, fine. I think those will be the motion to accept those 2.
You gotta sign this one too.
Oh, I didn't see that. I think we need approval on those, that you guys okay with the nepotism policy. I make a motion, we accept the nepotism policy.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
The next thing on the agenda, we talked about at the last meeting that we did it usually at the end of the year. The way we read it should be done at the end of the year. So the internal control plan, so you know exactly, I think this is a standard process that you guys have done for years. Basically shows you how things are reported and all that. So it's in a material and a process, and then it's internal control plan. Plus at the back, it has that required training that you guys would have to sign to. So there's a number of points in this thing where you guys, the board members, would have to sign if you agree to, if you vote on it today. But it is the internal control plan. We vote on usually in November. It really should be done at the beginning of the year. So I'll bring it to you. There's multiple points in there where you have to sign. Yep, okay.
Do we need to vote on that or just?
That you just did. Yep, got it. Yep. Sarah, I'm gonna hand these to you. They're already signed, just to go through and make sure they're signed right. So far, we're doing the internal control plan now, but I've just kept them in order. They should have everybody's signatures on them that have been approved already. That's just you as the heads. I don't think you have to sign that. I don't think, that's just telling them who the bosses or the people are. There's a lot of signatures in there. Double check, that's why Sarah should double check and make sure we hit all the points.
Monday, 10th.
Yes. Yep. Well, I know Mike's going to do, if you don't mind, I'll just tell you a little bit of old business that we talked about. Trifold flyer that we talked about has been distributed like Providence Pantry, Helping Hands, Town Board, some of the grocery stores that we know a lot of people go to, so that information is getting out on Trifold. New Hope Cemetery should be hopefully this next week. I talked to Bill Thomas, of course, with the snow and everything, hadn't been able to get there. So hopefully in the next week we'll get the fencing done on that. I have no update on the building yet, so haven't heard anything about the building or anything like that. So that's just some of the stuff that we've talked in the past. But Trifold flyers out. Oh, our Facebook page. We Sarah had it basically on her own thing. Jack and I, she didn't want to do it anymore, so Jack and I took over it and we revamped it. And I think we're up to 600 people already. So,
Okay.
so we're moving, and there's been updates. I put like you guys, who the board members were, kind of introduced you guys, talk about disconnect fees, just trying to get the information out because we all know social media is probably where to be at now. So I'm trying to make sure we got that. They also has links to our Facebook page, our websites and stuff like that. So kind of get the information out like we've all wanted to do. So that's what we're getting. So
That'll work.
the only thing else that I have on the agenda, I know we're talking about that, is that we reviewed this last month, the application standards and eligibility for township assistance. We made some changes last month, or we requested some changes last month. And I'd like to get that approved so we can move forward with. And we did increase some of the benefits. We all saw that, food and all that. We'll watch it. We'll watch our budget. And if it's getting tight, then we can always bring down or up. But with the budget last year, I think we can do that. We didn't go crazy, but we can hopefully assist more people. We all know cost of living went up, so we need to get that signed so that can be posted. And that's our township assistance program. That have to be voted on just like that. So we'll wait for that to get voted on and move on to that. That's all I have on the agenda. I don't know if you need a copy of that. It's the same thing. That's the one we'd have to sign if it's approved. I don't know if I have the highlights on it or not. Excuse me. You don't have to sign that one. That's fine. me and Sarah have a meeting scheduled on some accounting stuff that's changing this year, so we have that in March 18th. Well, it's webinar, so I'll be here to and just go over the new accounting procedures. Sign your life away, Bill.
Yeah.
And if we miss something, Sarah will catch it and have us come back. I can't remember her name, Mike, but the nun that runs the, I'm gonna forget her name, at the pantry here was very,
Sister Dorothy.
now I know Sister Dorothy, but I can't remember who the other one is.
I know who you're talking
But
about.
she was very appreciative of these flyers being made and wanted to thank the board for getting them out so she can pass them out to the people. She said there is a number of people that come there that aren't from Sugar Creek Township.
Sure.
The people from Sugar Creek, she'll ask if they're, so they got these at the intake desk. And she'll ask where they're from and hand one out. So
Yeah, I think anybody can come over there now. I don't think
Yep.
they.
that's what she said. That's why she said, I'll make sure it only goes to Sugar Creek Township people. So I think Harrison Township's thinking about doing flyers so they can get their things out. Otter Creek Township is talking about it. I don't know. So
I make a
It's a good
motion,
idea.
I make a motion we adopt it as general control guide for the township.
Second,
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
like I said, the only else on the agenda is the township guidelines on what we pay. I think Jack's got it now, but what we reviewed last month.
Did you increase them?
Yes, just exactly what we talked about with the yellow highlight last month. I just wanted to have everybody give it a review before we voted on it. So make sure I signed all mine. I don't want Sarah yelling at me.
So in the old one for funeral, it was only 1,200,
Yep, we went to
15.
1,500, yes.
well, one time it was 1,000, so it's.
Oh, and we'll only sign that if we approve it today.
Sarah, you want to go through that just to make sure why they're here? I think, I went through it real brief, but I think they all signed it.
I make a motion we accept this application for standards and eligibility for the township assistant.
Second,
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Now can we sign?
so they haven't got back with you on the building or anything yet?
They were here, but they haven't even done an appraisal yet on it, so. I'm gonna try to reach out to Tamara and see if she has any updates on it. We're kind of on a holding pattern of one other thing, if you want to discuss it while you sign that. One other thing was the sidewalk out here. I'm gonna hold on doing the sidewalk, Mike. I know we kind of talked about letting split, but I don't know what we're doing with the building yet, so.
Yeah, I wouldn't do anything
I
till
don't-
we find out what you're gonna do.
Right,
with the
so
building.
I put that on hold, I forgot that they did give me an estimate. It was less than $1,000 for like 800 some dollars for concrete, they were gonna do everything else, they were gonna back, excavate it up, frame it, pour it, we were just paying for concrete. And I was gonna talk to you about it, but I think we should hold until we decide what we're gonna do here, or
Yeah.
what even goes on, so. Other than that, I have nothing else on the agenda.
Make a motion, we adjourn the meeting.
Let's schedule a meeting for next month.
Okay.
Is it in the second Tuesday, right? Is that right? Does it fit everybody's schedule?
It should be March the 10th.
Well, so March 9th and 10th, I have a conference for the clerk's office. So if we did it in the morning of the 10th, I wouldn't be able to make it.
I'm free about
I
it.
don't care what time we have.
Yep, I can do it in the afternoon. What would work for you?
Afternoon, I mean 1:30, whatever.
That's fine.
That's fine.
March 10th.
March 10th at 1:30.
Yeah, I don't think it-
I don't have it. I mean, it's in my calendar now, so I'll be here. Yep, that's that sign too. Yep. I think you made a motion
I
to
made a
adjourn.
motion, we adjourn the meeting.
I second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
We are adjourned.